Revolut versus Wise to transfer the money abroad. Which service works best and for which purpose? Today we look at the fees you pay, where you can send the money, the ease of use, and most importantly, who can actually use the service to send the money using one or the other options. So let's dig in. A quick disclaimer, I'm not sponsored by Wise, Revolut or anyone to film this video. This is my personal opinion because I send money abroad frequently, especially to Russia and Ukraine, sometimes to Europe and to USA as well. So this is my personal opinion on which service is better and for which purpose. So let's see what is what. First things first, Revolut and Wise are not banks, just so we're clear, they're FinTechs. And the difference is pretty simple. A bank is a licensed secured institution that can take your money, hold it, and then give loans out. And a FinTech is anything that is software related that helps to smooth the customer journey through the FinTech world. Like Revolut has a very good interface and it's very innovative and so on and so forth, but it's not a bank. It actually uses someone as a bank to store your money. That's why your money is secure. Same thing happens with Wise. They are not a bank. They just transfer money from one bank to another. They don't actually hold any money for you. First, let's look at where you can actually send the money. Both Wise and Revolut offer a wide range of countries that you can send to. 80 for Wise, about the same for Revolut. There's only a difference that Revolut, you can send money to Egypt and Pakistan, whereas on Wise, you can actually send to Egypt and Pakistan. That's the only difference I could find in terms of where you can send the money to. Now, when it comes to fees are very subjective sort of things, and it really depends on the country where you send the money to. So in my experience with Wise, when I'm trying to send the money abroad, especially when it was to Russia or Ukraine, it proven to be quite complicated and there were substantial fees that I had to pay, about £20 for every transfer. Even though when you actually make the transfer with Wise, it says your fee is like £3. In reality, when the money arrives, the person that receives the money, their bank charges a fee as well. And sometimes that's £20. So if you're sending, £25 abroad, £3 is the fee for Wise and £20 is the fee on the other side. You're left with just £2 that you're sending to a person, which is ridiculous. With Revolut, I have found that this issue doesn't really exist. So when I send money to Russia or Ukraine, no fees, zero. Same happens to Europe if I send money there. However, there is a very important distinction that it really depends on the bank on the other side, because recently I was sending the money to Spain and guess what? £20 or 20 euros was the fee to transfer the money to Spain. When it comes to sending to Russia and Ukraine, the Revolut is much better in terms of fees because there are none. And Wise is actually working with some other banks, the recipient banks for some reason, that charge an extra commission as well. When it comes to fees, the next thing you want to consider is the like button underneath this video. I heard a rumor that the more like buttons you click, the better your karma is and the less likely you are to be charged an extortionate fee for sending the money abroad. So give it a try and let me know what happens. Till next one. With Revolut, you have to consider that there are different plans. So the free plan allows you to exchange £1,000 worth of currency. And if you go over that, you will be charged 0.5%, which means if you want to send £2,000 in a given month, 1,000 goes for free, and a second £1,000 will be charged £5, which is 0.5%, to transfer the money abroad. If you have a metal plan, which I do because I love my, insurance, my cashback, my insurance on purchases, on tickets, the insurance on the car when I'm renting, the health insurance, all of that stuff. That's why I have the metal plan. I have unlimited exchange and I can do whatever I want. But for the purposes of this video, we will consider just the basic free plan that Revolut gives you when it comes to transferring the money abroad. With Wise, they are a little bit simpler in terms of their fee structure. You can see it straight away when you're trying to make the transfer. In terms of currency exchange, actually their rate is very close to Revolut's. In fact, on some currencies, it can be better than Revolut's by a very little margin. So something to consider. And they're very transparent about their fees. So if you want to send, £10,000, you will know exactly how much you will pay from Wise's side of things. But again, you have to remember that whatever happens on the other side of the bank, you don't know how much you will be charged. But look out for my next video where I will cover what charges other banks use when you're transferring the money and how to avoid it. Hopefully that'll give you some clarity on that as well. So when it comes to fees, I think it is a little bit clearer on the Wise's website and their terms and conditions. So I kind of give preference to them, even though I love Revolut. I can see clearly that Wise is a little bit more transparent about it and it's a bit easier to see for the new users. Then it comes the question of who can actually use the platform to send the money abroad. And the thing with Revolut is only people in Europe that can open an account and send money abroad. And that is it. And that is a big problem because if you are in Ukraine, Russia, if you are in Canada and USA, anywhere else, you are not able to open an account with Revolut, and thus you're not able to send the money abroad. Whereas on Wise, as long as they cover the area where you're sending the money to, you can bet your ass you can send the money from that area to anywhere else. From that perspective, Wise wins without any doubt, without any questions. It's much better than Revolut in terms of who can actually send the money abroad. Now, when it comes to ease of use, I would think Revolut is a little bit better if you already have it. So if I have already a Revolut account, there is no point for me of going to Wise to send the money abroad. I can just use it within Revolut. And what I found is an amazing feature on Revolut is you can share a link to the payments. Say I want to send $100 anywhere where it is covered by Revolut. All I have to do is to create a payment link with those $100 and send it to the person. They click on the link and type in their details, and the money are with them within 1, 2, 3 working days, depending on where you're sending the money to, which is extremely simple, extremely easy to use, and I love it. So for me or anyone who actually have a Revolut account, if you want to send the money abroad, the easiest way to do is to go with a payment link. You don't need any information about the person, you just WhatsApp them the link and you are done. With Wise, however, even when you have the account, it is a little bit more hassle. You have to log in, you have to choose the person, enter information, send it across, or you can enter their email and then the information will go to them and they can fill it out, and then they will receive the payment. However, it's still a little bit more cumbersome, a little bit more steps that you have to take. So in case of ease of use, if you already have a Revolut account, no question, it's much better than Wise. If you don't have a Revolut account, then I suggest you get one. Link in the description below. I think I get like a cashback or maybe like a tenner for it. I don't know. Support the channel, I suppose. And with Wise, when you open an account, I don't get anything, but you still can open with them. Next thing you want to consider is cryptocurrencies. I know not many people are using them at the moment, especially the older generations, but Wise does not accept any cryptocurrency transfers. However, you can receive money into Wise from a cryptocurrency exchange, as I understood, but it is a little bit cumbersome. With Revolut, it's a bit simpler. You can actually trade cryptocurrencies on the account. However, there is a 2.5% fee that you need to be aware of if you are on a free plan, and 1.5% fee if you're on a metal plan. So either way, you're going to have to pay a fee for cryptocurrency conversions. Plus, the exchange rates that they use, they choose themselves. So something to be aware of, and they're not FCA regulated as well when it comes to Revolut. But what you can do is send money to anyone who has Revolut. You can send cryptocurrency to them, which is great. And you can receive cryptocurrencies from Revolut users or from other users. So when it comes to cryptocurrencies, Revolut wins it 100%. You can send cryptocurrency to anyone who has a Revolut account. You can withdraw cryptocurrency into any Bitcoin wallet. Keep that in mind. So you can put your wallet or somebody else's wallet in there and withdraw Bitcoins through Revolut into that account, i.e. sending it that way. And I think they're working on a way that you can actually send cryptocurrencies a little bit easier through their platform as well. So in the end of the day, if you already have Revolut or you can get one, it's definitely a better option than Wise, just because it's simpler to use. It's an app on your phone. It's very easy to send the money across with your payment link, which is absolutely awesome. It's also easy to receive money with the same payment link. You can create a payment link and then the person can then send you the money from whatever bank account they want to. It's very simple and easy to use. My experience thus far is that I don't really trust TransferWise, or Wise as they call themselves now, just because I had some issues with transfers to Russia. It takes a bit longer, sometimes a week or more than that. They do take a large commission, not Wise, but the recipient bank for whatever reason. And when I send it with Revolut, I actually don't pay any commissions. I don't know why, but I send it to many different people. Not once have I had a large commission, and money usually arrives within 1 or 2 hours, which is absolutely amazing. So if you're sending money to Ukraine or Russia, Revolut is definitely the best option that you can use. However, if you can't get Revolut, well, Wise is your only option, and they cover pretty much all the countries countries that you need, the majority of people needs, let's put it this way. So that is a very good option. But again, I will stick with Revolut for the time being, for sure. Thank you very much for watching this short video. I hope you liked it. If you did, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and let me know in the comments down below what you use to send the money abroad. And I'll see you in the next one.
Gotta make them right. Chillin' with mine. We triple up, they on the double up. Triple dub. Came from the basement, we only going up. They loving us. Up in the booth, I'm getting dizzy, but they the cup is up. Toast to my people that's on the come up, and you live with us.